Okay, all right. A very good morning to all of you. Now, students, yesterday you were having holiday, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, you were having holiday. So tell me on what account the holiday was. Why were yesterday there was the holiday? In calendar, what is mentioned there? Why you were having holiday?
Miss Parsi New Year.
Yes, very good. And the Ritu is back. Yes? Okay. Hi Ritu, how are you?
Fine, Miss.
Very nice. Now, yesterday we were having holiday because of Parsi New Year. So today we are going to see that how Parsi celebrates their New Year. Parsi New Year celebration. What do the Parsi does during their festival? So there are many things the Parsi do at the time of New Year, and this New Year is known as Navroz. Navroz means the New Year day of Parsi. They have their own calendar, and according to it, they celebrate New Year. They have yummy, yummy food. They go to Agyari. They wear nice clothes. They also have their prophet, then their religion. So all these things today we are going to learn. It is very interesting. All right. So are you ready for this? Let's just deep into the Parsi New Year celebration. Now see, Parsi New Year celebration. Today our topic is Parsi New Year celebration, standard 6. And my name is Heena Shirsat. So first of all, wishing you a very happy Parsi New Year. Now children, this Parsi New Year is known as Pateti. How the word Pateti comes or what is the resemblance of this word, this I am going to explain you. Now, before that, how Parsi came to India. The story is very interesting behind it. So let's start. Now, India is a country of many castes, creeds, and religions. This you know very well. That we are having Gujaratis, that is Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Parsis. All these religions are in our nation, that is India. So we are known as the diverse nation with a unity. The proverb, we can say unity in diversity. We are united, we are one, and so we celebrate all these religions. And also our school have holidays to celebrate all the festivals of this religion. Now, from as early as Alexander army, the great king Alexander, he also invaded India. Mughals came to India. The Britishers, Portuguese, French, Dutch colonists all came to India because India was abundant with its wealth, with its prosperity. India was known as the golden bird, that is Sone ki chidiya. We were having so many things. We were the wealthy nation. So all these invaders came to India to take something. Now, but from all these, the Parsis are little bit different. Here is a story of how some people came to India many centuries ago in search of a peaceful life. Now, as earlier I have mentioned this, Mughals, British, Portuguese, they came to India to take away something, to take our wealth. But this Parsi, they didn't came to take our wealth. In fact, they doubled our wealth. How? I'll show you, I'll explain you. Now, before the 8th century AD, that is thousands of years ago, the dominant religion in Persia was Zoroastrianism. Now, Persia is present-day Iran. And that Iran was known as Persia, and people used to follow the religion Zoroastrianism. True religion, true words, true deeds, that is right words, right deeds, all these things the people follow in Zoroastrianism. It was the first religion to believe in only one all-powerful God and was practiced in what is modern-day Iran. So Zoroastrianism was their religion, and this religion teaches us that there is only one God and we have to pray that God with all our devotions. Now, when Islam began to grow in popularity, Arab tribes started invading land around Saudi Arabia and converting the people who lived on the lands they conquered. Now, these Arab tribes, they were invading many nations, many countries. So they went there in Persia also, Saudi Arabia, and they started forcing people to follow Islam religion, to convert into Islam. The person might belong to some another religion, but these people, the Arab tribe, forced them all to follow Islam. Now see, this is Zoroastrianism and this is the prophet Zoroaster. They Parsi people don't have the pic of their god or something, but they have the picture of their prophet, that is Zoroaster. So again we will be back to our story. Now these Arab people finally reached Persia and began to force the people there to convert to Islam. The Zoroastrian people were not equipped to fight because they practiced a form of religion that was peaceful, but neither did they want to give up their religion. Now this Zoroastrian people, the people who follow Zoroastrianism, who follow the principle of Zoroaster, is known as Zoroastrian. So these Zoroastrian people were peace-loving people. So they don't want to mess up with Arab. They don't want to fight with them because they are peace-loving. And also they don't want to give their religion. So what did they decide? So to avoid this religious persecution, they began to board ships and fled to India. So they boarded their ships and they fled away. All these people fled away from Persia. See, here is the map, arrival route of Parsis in India. Now from Persia, these people with their ships from the sea route came here known as Sanjan and Diu. Now this Sanjan is in Gujarat. So they reached there in Sanjan. Now, when they arrived in Gujarat, local rulers offered them asylum and allowed them to settle in their kingdoms. Now, when these people came, they were very exhausted, they were very tired. The 25,000 kilometers journey with a ship is not possible. So when these people came to Gujarat, as India is also a helping nation from its ancient times, we say na Atiti Devo Bhavo, means the guests are our gods. So when these people arrived in Gujarat, the local rulers took good care of them and they allowed them to settle there. Now, the interesting story, how our king allowed these people to stay in India. Now, as the story goes, when the spiritual leaders were taken before King J.D. Rana of Gujarat to ask if they could settle on his land, the king asked them to explain their customs and beliefs. After recognizing that they would not be a threat to his kingdom, he presented the leaders with a full glass of milk. Now see, this is the picture. These are the Islam religion, and this is the king J.D. Rana. Now these people told king that please let us allow to settle over here in your kingdom. Then the king needed the surety that are these people faithful. So what did the king do? The king told them that how you will be with us. What is your benefit for us? So the leaders of Zoroastrian told the king that we are good in business occupation. So we will flourish your business over here. We will help you and we will mingle with you. So we won't be against to you. We will be as your own people are. So after this discussion, the king presented them a cup of milk, a full cup of milk. The milk was filled up to the brim in the cup. And he said to the leaders that, see, my kingdom was like a cup about to overflow and therefore had no room for immigrants. Means now my kingdom is fulfilled like this full cup of milk and so I don't need anyone. So what you are going to do? So what that leader did, that leader put a pinch of sugar into the cup and told the king that his people would not make the kingdom overflow but enrich the community. See how good it was. How indeed. When the king presented a glass full of milk and when he told the leaders that what additional thing you are going to do this, if you add more milk to it, it will get spill out, it will overflow. But the leaders doesn't added the extra milk, they added the sugar in it. And when we add sugar in the full cup of milk, the milk doesn't get spill over, but it tastes sweeter. It tastes sweetest. So they told that we will mingle with your people like all they are. So J.D. Rana was very pleased with this response and granted them permission to stay if they promised to adopt the local language and clothes and never bear arms against the king. Since there was no name for this religion or group of people, when they arrived on the shores of India, they were given the name Parsi, which literally means Persian. Now see, when J.D. Rana was very happy that they are going to mingle with us like the sugar, So he gave the permission, but he told them, you are going to adapt our language, our dressing sense, and you are never going to be against my kingdom and me. So they all said yes, and so they were the given name Parsi. They were known as Zoroastrian, but our India gave them name Parsi because they came from Persia, so they are Parsi community. Now see, this the name how they got. So Parsi New Year. Now this is Bavi and Bava, we can say. So now let's see. The Parsi came to India so they could maintain their culture and way of life. This means that they also brought along the Shenshai calendar. According to this calendar, the New Year falls sometime in August and is known as Pateti or Parsi New Year. Now, when this Parsi came to India, they also brought their culture and way of life, and they also brought their Shenshai calendar. And according to this calendar, they celebrate their New Year known as Pateti or Parsi New Year. See, this is Parsi calendar, how it looks. Now, Pateti. What is Pateti? Pateti is actually the New Year of Parsi and a day on which people are required to think about all the good and bad things they have happened in their lives during that year. Then they reaffirm a promise to live their lives through the tenets of Zoroastrianism. Right thoughts, right words, and right actions. Now see, Marathi people, Maharashtrian people also have their New Year, that is Gudi Padwa, according to their own calendar. So these people also have their New Year according to their Shenshai calendar. Now, when the Pateti is there, yesterday it was the Pateti, also known as Navroz. On that day, they offer prayers to God to forgive them regarding their sins they have committed the last year and to reaffirm a promise to live their life through the tenets or the teaching of Zoroastrianism is right thoughts, right words, and right action. Okay. Now, children, here you see the picture of Muktad, the sage, they say. Are you able to see this? Children, are you able to see this picture?
Yes.
Now see, in this picture, here is a plate, a small plate. It is known as Parsi Sage. And they have Gulab Dani, Tigami, then their holy book known as Horda Vasta. So, prior to the 10 days before the Pateti or Navroz, Parsi perform the prayers for the departed soul, the people who left us in our family and friends. To pray for their holy soul, Parsi offered the prayers by presenting this sage. Now, in this sage, they lit the diva known as divos, then the gulab dani, then the kumkum and rice, they put it on their forehead. So they pray for their departed soul. Also the Muslim peoples, when they have Ramzan, they offered prayers for the departed soul. We remember our dear ones who left us. So this is Muktad. Now, on the years, Pateti has become a single day celebration that is celebrated on New Year's Day itself. Parsis visit the Agyari fire temple and offer prayers. They burn sandalwood in their houses and decorate their houses with rangoli. Now, after this 10 days, the next day, the Parsi go to Agyari, that is fire temple, and they pray there to the god for forgiving them to all the sins they have committed and to get the blessings to start freshly, to start newly. So this is New Year. And they go with sandalwoods and they put it in that fire. See here, Agyari on the inside, the fire temple. And also on Pateti, on Navroz day, the Parsi gets up early in the morning, put rangoli, a nice rangoli at their homes. Then they go to Agyari, that is fire temple, for praying with the sandalwood. They offered in that fire. And after that, coming to home, they have yummy food. So Pateti is a time for feasting in Parsi household, since people visit friends and family and are usually greeted with something to eat. Now, breakfast usually begin with ravo. Ravo, that is suji prepared with milk and sugar, rava, what we call, or sev, that is sevaiya. Also, the Muslim peoples, the Marathi peoples, they also have this sweet at their home. That is vermicelli cooked in a sugar syrup and served with raisins and almond. Uh, Sheer kurma, we say. Then for lunch, there is usually rice pulao, sali boti, that is mutton gravy, and patrani machli, that is fish prepared in banana leaves. And then there is always some sutar feni or jalebi to finish the meal. See, during our festival, this is the gist of our festival. We have the yummy food. So the Parsi have the very yummy food. They have the suji, that is ravo, then the sale, and then mutton, the boti, they call it, then jalebi, sutar feni, and patrani machli. Now, this is not the real fish, but a sweet fish made in banana leaves, and it is known as patrani machli. The sweet is made in banana leaves, so it is known as patra and machli. So we will also say patrani machli. See the yummy food. Okay. Now, children, we will just go back and again we will just revise what Parsi do on the Pateti. Okay, now see you all. So I wanted to see you all and just make sure that everything you understood what I taught you. So Pateti. So Pateti is a Parsi New Year. It is also known as Navroz, isn't it? And on this Pateti, the Parsi people got up early in the morning. They dress up nicely in their traditional dress. Then they offered prayers. They visit Agyari, that is fire temple. After that, they come back to home. Then they have yummy Parsi food. Then they get blessings from their elder ones, and their elder ones give them clothes, accessories, that are the gifts. Okay, got it? So in Parsi, Rangoli is very important, and the fish, the picture of fish or the fish is very important in Parsi. Fish resembles the prosperity. Okay. Now, this Parsi offered prayers 10 days prior to the New Year, and they have their puja says, we can say the puja says that is muktad. Okay, the 10 days before they start praying, they start we can say they start celebrating, and they offer prayers with muktad, and they offer prayers for the departed soul, that is the people who left us, the dearly people who left us. And then they, on the 10th day, that is the next day, they go to Agyari. They also they offer the prayers to the god, and they say to God that whatever sins we have committed, please forgive us, and for a new start, we seek your blessings. All right. So here one more thing, as I have mentioned earlier, that this Parsi have helped us a lot. So the notable Parsi in India, I'll show you again. The great Parsi personalities. First one is Ardeshir Godrej, the Godrej company which is there in Vikhroli. This was their first success. That is, he and his brother, that is Ardeshir Godrej, Firoz Shah Bujroji, co-founder of the Godrej Brother Company, today the Godrej Group. Now, as these Parsi people were in Gujarat, but during the British time, they came to Bombay to help British in occupations or in business, because they are the very good business-minded people. Then, after coming to Mumbai, 90% of the Parsis settled down in Mumbai. So, this notable Parsi, that is Godrej. Then see, Homi Jahangir Baba, the Bhabha Atomic Nuclear Center, the father of India's nuclear program and the first chairman of India Atomic Energy Commission, Homi Jahangir Baba. Next, the Ratan Tata. Today we can say he is a god for us. The industrialist and chairman emeritus of Tata Sons. He is a Parsi. The Tata Memorial, the Tata Hospital, the Tata Company, and everything. So these people have developed our country in business. They are the very good contributors. Also, there's celebrities in Bollywood. Boman Irani, then John Abraham, all these are the Parsi people, and they're very loving and they're very caring. All right. So Parsi have helped us to flourish, as they had keep their word with J.D. King, J.D. Rana King. Now, students, here is small song of Parsi New Year. So we are going to sing it. I am going to sing it for you first, and then you repeat it. All right? See, I am going to sing this song. हमें चाहिए पारसी पारसी जरोस्ती जरोस्ती धर्म ना हमें छे पुजारी दोरो दोरो कदम बढ़ाओ धर्म ने दीपावो ला 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 खानारा ने पीनारा एस्की मेस्की फनारा गैरो नकनी गैर थी हमें उतरी आवेला दोरो दोरो कदम बढ़ाओ धर्म ने दीपालो हमें चाहिए पारसी पारसी जरोस्ती जरोस्ती धर्म ना हमें छे पुजारी ला 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 ला. So, do you enjoy this song, students? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, so repeat after me. Yeah? Only 5 minutes is remaining, so we'll sing this song. हमें चाहिए पारसी. Students, say the song.
Parsi.
हमें चाहिए पारसी.
हमें है
हमें चाहिए पारसी. पारसी जरोस्ती.
पारसी जरोस्ती
जरोस्ती धरमना.
जरोस्ती धरमना
हमें छे पुजारी.
हमें छे पुजारी
दोरो दोरो कदम बढ़ाओ
दोरो दोरो कदम बढ़ाओ
धर्म ने दीपावो
धर्म ने दीपाओ
ला 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 ला
ला ला ला
ला ला ला ला ला
ला ला ला ला ला
खाना रानी पीना रा
खाना रानी पीना
एस्की मेस्की फरनारा
एस्की मेस्की फरनारा
बैरोत ने सरने बैरोत ने सरने गैर थी हमें
बैरों ने सरे
गैर थी हमें
घर थी हमें
उतरी आवेला
उतरी आवेला
दोरो दोरो कदम बढ़ाओ
दोरो दोरो कदम बढ़ाओ
धर्म ने दीपावो
धर्म ने दीपाओ.
Very good, very good. So this is homework. The Parsi community has been in India for over 1,000 years, but there is also community here that is very similar called the Iranis. Now, can you find out how they are similar and what and how they are different? So students, you have to compare this Iranis and Parsis. How the Iranis is different from Parsi. This difference you are going to find out. And then what is a fire temple? Gather more information about fire temple and list out any 5 famous Parsis. Okay. So this was our lesson. So, have you enjoyed the lesson? Have you got to know all the things? How is Parsi New Year celebrated? What the Parsi like this comes from? Okay. So again, wish you a very happy Parsi New Year. Now, onwards, when anyone says, what is Pateti? Why you were having holiday of Pateti? So you all will be able to explain, right? What is Pateti? That is Parsi New Year. What these people does and how they mingled with us, how they came to India and everything. Okay. See, children, when we get to know the other's religion, we get attached to them. We feel one. So this is very necessary in our diverse nation like India. All right. So all right. Bye bye, children. See you next time.